Would you like to have a way to generate more revenue for your business, do it quickly, grow your email list fast, and have some of the biggest names in your niche actually promote you and your offers while you're also creating more authority for yourself in your space? Does that sound like too big of a promise, or is that even possible? So to talk about how you might do that using a virtual summit, I'm super excited to bring on Meredith, who is the laser lady. So Meredith, thank you for joining us here.
Absolutely.
Yes. So you just put together a virtual summit, which did all of that I just promised. Is that a fair statement?
That is very fair. All that and more. Absolutely.
Awesome. So we got the and a bag of chips, to use that
Mm,
90s reference that we used to
heck
use
yeah.
back in the day. All right. So anyway, for those who don't know you, tell them a little bit about yourself before we get into the virtual summit and how we put it together.
Oh, absolutely. Hello, my name is Meredith. On YouTube, I'm known as Laser Lady. I started the channel trying to teach people how to use lasers and, even more importantly, how to use lasers for a business. And in just 2 years, I got to the point where I put on my own summit. Honestly, when I very first started the channel, I didn't really know what I was doing with it, but I knew I wanted to turn even just the channel into a business. And once Kevin actually invited me into a summit he was hosting, I thought, oh, wow, I really must be getting a little important here in the laser field. People are asking me to be a speaker. And once I had that experience, I was absolutely hooked on summits. Not only was it something my viewers really took to, but I thought, geez, I could do this in the future. And that future has come to be. And it has been an amazing experience. So, yeah.
Awesome. So your summits, you did it because you were the speaker at a summit. And you're like, well, I want to do this.
Yes.
So what were the results at the end of the day for the summit?
For the summit, at the end of the day, it blew me away. Honestly, like going into it, it was just an experiment. I wanted to see what my audience would respond to, if it was something that could actually help people and grow my business teaching as a coach for lasers and whatnot. And it was amazing. It, like I said, it just totally blew me away with the results. I was able to nearly double my email list, and I made more money than I possibly thought I ever would. And not only did it grow my credibility,
Mhm.
but it opened a lot of doors for me that I think are going to just continue growing this endeavor that I've started, and I'm so excited about it.
Well, awesome. How much did the summit make revenue wise, if you don't mind sharing?
Yeah, so we made over $10,000. I did not think we were going to make it over five figures. So once we got to that point, I I I will say again and again how much this blew me away, and all the surprises and things over and over again, because it truly was just like mind blowing. I was so excited to get over the five figures, especially since we were selling tickets for only like $9 for
Hmm.
the general admission. And this was my first experience too selling PDFs. I hadn't done that before. So, like I said before, I'm learning so much on just what my audience responds to, and what I can do to help them out even more, and grow my business at the same time.
Well, awesome. So you also sold a digital product as part
Yes.
of that funnel, and then you also had a VIP experience for people on the back end too, where they could upgrade for the lifetime access, as well as some other products that you were offering. So it was a way to kind of tack onto that. So
Mhm.
in addition to almost doubling your email list, you brought in five figures of revenue in a short period of time.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's it, or do you think that there's other opportunities ahead of you for having done this?
Oh, this absolutely has opened up so many opportunities. Not only now do I have a support system in my niche, like
Mhm.
specifically, I've met so many people that want to work with me also. So it's opening up business deals and just more ways I can promote myself and my YouTube channel and services that I will hopefully go on to have for people in the future. And it's having this be like my first step in turning my YouTube channel into a business, essentially, has it's changed like the whole course of the business. Like I thought I would maybe start with some PDFs, you know, and really start slow, maybe some one-on-one calls, just try it out. But luckily, having known Kevin from a previous summit, he really encouraged me to go forward with this. And it's like, yeah, it's literally changed the trajectory of my business. I'm so excited about it.
Well, that's awesome to hear. So would
Yeah.
you say that it's kind of was like throwing a little fuel on an existing fire?
Yes, I had maybe one match lit, and you brought like a tanker truck in of gasoline. So it's huge. It wasn't just inspiring to be able to see such a great turnout and stuff like that. It's motivational. It's causing, well, like I said, my entire trajectory of my business to go on a brand new path. I just feel like when you start out, you have this like analysis paralysis, and you just want to start slow, you know, maybe a couple PDFs and one-on-one coaching calls, just to see what people want, and you're scared. And this brought so much confidence, I think, too. So I feel even more of an authority because now I can approach further clients going down the road and stuff with this like confidence. And like I did know what I was doing all along, you know, with lasers and stuff. I've been doing it for over a decade, but now just being able to teach people, I have that confidence of bringing that to them, not just showing them my experiences in my own laser business, but now I am more comfortable teaching people. So I'm like growing as a person.
Well, awesome. So it sounds like this has really helped you. So what was it like going into this? Like, did you have any doubts or fears that it was going to work
I
out?
Absolutely. I had every doubt and every fear. I thought no one's going to respond to me. Like I haven't talked to anyone in the
Are you talking about
laser.
speakers?
Yeah. So when reaching out to the speakers is obviously one of the first things you need to do. You need people on board, or else you're not going to have a summit. So when I started reaching out, it was really scary pressing that send button. You know, it's like you're just going to be like, no, who are you, crazy lady? You know, and I'm like, yeah, well, I'm crazy, but come on. And it was overwhelming. Some people were like, I'm too busy, or let me know the next time. And that's fine. And I get that. And the first absolutely yes I got was like an endorphin rush. I'm like, oh, this is going to work. And it it was amazing. It was a great day, you know. You're walking everywhere with all this confidence, like you're gonna do it, and then you only have maybe 7 people signed up, and you're like, well, I'm gonna need more people than that. So it's this ongoing roller coaster and nudging people, like, hey, just want to make sure that you saw my email. I'd really love to have you there. And it wasn't until the very end that it all really came together. So it's a roller coaster, but luckily I do like the adrenaline thrill, you know, of roller coasters. So it works out.
Got it. So there's a little bit of concern of like, you know, are you going to get speakers? Is anyone going to show up?
Yes.
So, and then also, was there any issues of trying to figure out like the tech and all that stuff?
Well, luckily you were helping me out tremendously with this. You introduced me to Kartra. You literally like held my hand through the whole thing. When I don't understand something, have no problem asking however many times it takes until I understand it. And you were super patient. So I very much appreciate that. And it was a big learning curve, but I'm so glad I was able to get over that now, especially with help. So when I go forward in the future, it's pretty much already set up. We can just kind of copy paste and have a whole new summit. So I'm really looking forward to that.
So does that sound like this is a do again?
Absolutely. I'm already planning. I'm like, I think we could do it in May. So that's what I'm telling myself, to kind of mentally prepare, have a little bit more time this time. And now that I've grown this community of speakers and relationships with other laser people, I think it's going to be 20 times easier. And I've got that confidence because it was a success.
Well, nice. And for those who maybe are wondering how much time from the time you said, okay, let's do this, to the time the summit happened, how long do you think that was?
It was about 6 weeks. I want to say like 5-6 weeks. So it was a pretty small amount of time, but I think it was just right. if you take too long, then people are probably going to forget about it.
Mhm.
And if like, hey, I'm doing this thing in 3 months, you want to sign up now, then it's going to be gone from their head. So having that little bit of urgency, just like with any client or customer, having a little bit like, hey, my buy one get one sales almost ending,
Right.
that's when they jump on. It's the same with speakers and attendees. So the more you can kind of, it's like a snowball, like,
Mhm.
rolling down and gaining speed. And I wouldn't recommend it any other way, honestly. Even when I do it in May, I'll give myself like that 5-6 weeks and to get started.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any advice for people who are thinking about doing a virtual summit?
I say go for it. The only thing, even if it doesn't work out to your expectations, you're going to gain from this is the experience to do better next time, or it'll blow you away. Like with me, I would have been happy if 50 people signed up and we got almost 250, which was amazing. And I have so many contacts now that you're just going to expand your community and your support system. And it's just a wonderful thing because I was really on my own. So if anyone else out there thinks they can do it all on your own, you can, but it's a lot easier when you have help.
Gotcha. So it was worth your while to get help. Is that
Yes,
okay? Gotcha.
absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, I thank you for sharing all that. So yes, it was a pleasure working with you on this project, and it was nice to see your success story, and good to hear that this is something that's helping you catapult into other things in your business and really help you take your business to a whole new level.
Oh, yeah, it's exploding. I love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on here, Meredith.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.